Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. Today I'm checking out Maskmaker, and as you can see there are many masks around me in this shop. Lots of them actually. And this is the front of the store, where you can come in through this door here and you can purchase some masks. Again, please ask before touching any of the masks, and it looks like the original owner of this shop has left the place in a little bit of disrepair. There's a pipe here, there's some chessboard here, but back here is where the real magic happens. I had to unlock the door to this workshop that's up these stairs here. It's a pretty intense workshop, and inside the workshop you can actually make a bunch of wooden masks. And I'll show you a few of them as we go here. I've made a bunch already. As you can see, we've got 5 of the red masks. These red masks are a little bit magical. As you can see, they all have some glowing eyes. Then we've got three of the yellow masks, and as you can see, there's a blueprint for a 4th yellow mask.
Remember, you do not bring the mask to your face. You put yourself into the mask.
You can use the same base mask each time. You don't need to carve a new one.
Says I don't need to carve a new one, but I want to go ahead and carve this so you can see how this works. So you're actually using the chisel and hammer here, and you are carving the base design of the mask out of wood. So the base design of this mask is the yellow part on the diagram over to the side here. And as you can see, we've now got a base mask. And we'll take this over here to the workbench. And you can see we've got molds for 3 different base masks right now. One, the base mask is red, the second one here is blue, and this third one is yellow. So if we take the yellow one, first thing, we need to make sure that the paint here is yellow, indeed. So we'll take the mask, we'll put it on the little head here. And we need a wooden piece. There's a wooden piece there, so we can stick that on top. We've got a couple of these little guys, but they need to be red. So we're going to change this to red. And as you can see, there's also...
cannot be owned, only borrowed, which, frankly, is very bad for business.
As you can see, it also made some orange paint, which we're going to need for the 3 additional pieces. These little reeds here are indeed this orange color. So we'll take one reed, put that up there. Another. We'll put it, I think, right there. That seems right. And that is the wrong thing, so I will drop that and discard it onto the ground. Sorry to litter in my own mask shop here. But as you can see, after you complete the diagram, that matches and the eyes now glow. So we're going to take this... whoops, I dropped it. I don't know where I just dropped that. My bad. I was going to put it on the shelf here with the other masks.
Has an inner and outer face.
Looks like,
it can
there it is.
disguise you from others, but beware, also from yourself.
So we will now take this mask and put it on, and you will see we'll be transported
These
into a new
fungal
land.
spores are the root of the problem. It's from these that the parasite spreads its tendrils. Look how it has sucked the life.
So there's some fungal spores here that we need to take care of. And what we need to take care of that is some fungicide. And the fungicide is something that is down there. And that guy, as you can see over there, has a different mask on. So if we take this mask off, place it on the rack here, put this
Go
mask
back
on.
to where you first made the fungicide. There will be more.
Oh no. Go all the way back to the original spot where I made the fungicide and grab it, and then we'll put it in that basket. So the teleportation mechanic is just faster for me. It's not necessary. You can certainly move just with smooth locomotion, but a couple seconds faster to do this. I don't really want to backtrack. So this is the fungicide, and this is needed to get rid of those spores. And there was a recipe back there. I'll actually show you the recipe. You have to find all of these ingredients. One of them is sitting right there. There's 3 beetles over here. And then there's a couple of other ingredients. I'm not going to show you where those are just yet, but you can find them in the game. There's a statue over there that's glowing-eyed and has kind of glowing parts on it. Those statues actually help open up a tower gateway. And from what I understand, there's a tower in each of these worlds. Right now, I've unlocked 3 worlds, one that's red, one that's yellow, one that's blue. I think that's actually the tower gate right in front of me right now, which is pretty impressive. I have not been inside any of the towers yet. Those are after you've finished the puzzles in each area. You might recognize one of the ingredients here for the mask we just used. This is one of those ingredients. You sort of harvest those ingredients through each of the different areas, and you'll come across different masked men.
See the dead tree? It looks on the very edge of falling. Perhaps you can find a way to tip it over the edge.
And Prospero, the king of this realm, is the gentleman that keeps talking, trying to get me to do certain things. So what I'm doing is actually getting this fungicide. Oh, oops. There it is. Pick it back up.
You will need to bring the fungicide to the tree above, I believe.
And I just, I might have actually managed to get it up there by throwing it. Let's see. I just saw it a second ago. There it is. Good job. Fungicide.
Ah, there's one less fungus. A good start. Oh, wait. The spores are regrowing. You must act quickly.
Oh, I see.
Timber! You've beaten back the parasitic growth. It was so beautiful here, and then the spores of corruption began to thrive on all that beauty. The swamp.
And you'll see another person in a mask over there.
I feel lighter, don't you?
Sure, I feel totally lighter. Not really at all. I am curious if this gentleman over here in a mask is going to give us the opportunity to go inside that tower. We'll find out soon. Use a spyglass here, and that's how you can get the mask patterns. As you can zoom in, you can see this mask's pattern. This is a pretty elaborate mask because this is one of the guardians of
A beautiful mask.
the towers.
This is, or was, a tower guardian. The towers are silent now, of course, but the locals always reserved the most elaborate masks for their guardians. Of course, it lacks true mastery, true craftsmanship.
Alright, so now we'll take this mask off. We've got this new mask.
This was a guardian of the swamps before the corruption took hold. See its mask. This is the pinnacle of the Maskmaker's art.
And you heard that voice. That was a different voice. That was not Prospero there. There are multiple characters here. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I feel like I don't have that particular like seaweed. At least I don't remember it for any of the masks that I've used so far. I'm wondering if it's one of the items that I'm missing right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got
A mask does not conceal.
got 2 of
It is
these.
an open window. It reveals. It transforms.
So we need 1 on this side. One on this side. I'm still curious what these are. I don't see anything that matches. I don't see anything that matches that because I don't have it yet. So we're gonna have to go look for those. These are also red. And they go here. And here. Then we've got a plain shell. Goes in the middle here of the mask. And I need to find that glowing item, and I'm not sure where to go to find it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to try the beach. The beach is back in this red area. As you can see, we've got different masks with different styles on them. I'm going to take this one, which is actually a Guardian mask, for a different area. Now this one is incomplete. There's not really a way to do the statue's pose, unfortunately, as the statue is kind of dead. It fell over. We don't know what the statue's pose is supposed to be, so there's no way to activate this particular gate. But what we can do is we can go take this sailboat, hopefully, and go back to the town. And what I'm hoping is maybe in the town we might be able to find the missing ingredient. So we'll have to teleport ourselves back on this boat. And I really like the art style in this game. It is a game that is playable in PC VR, or eventually, I believe it's also coming to the PlayStation VR. But it is not yet announced for the Quest or Quest 2 platform. They are hoping to do so in the future. I'm playing via virtual desktop. I have also played via Airlink. What I noticed with Airlink is a lot of audio stutters, and sometimes the video would almost pause, and then as you played the game, it would catch up. It would like run to catch up almost. It's a little bit disorienting to play like that. I did play the game for over an hour in that manner, just to test out Airlink, which is a new feature with version 28 of the Quest 2 software. But I have to say that I still definitely prefer virtual desktop. I'm actually playing virtual desktop with the 120 hertz mode, which is, man, it's so smooth. I am really enjoying it. It's almost like using a Valve Index at this point, but I'm playing wirelessly using the Quest 2. It's pretty remarkable. Now, I don't really know at all where this flower might be that I'm looking for. This being the beach, I don't see anything in this town area, at least, noteworthy. But I'm going to keep looking around. There's lots of nooks and crannies to search through. Is there anything down here, maybe? See another statue over there. No, I don't see anything here. So we're going to take this mask off. I'm going to try one of the other masks. So we've got this one. This will teleport us across the bridge. You could see the guy earlier. And there's that statue we were just talking about right there. So we're going to look again to try to find a plant that has that type of flower on it. I don't see anything here either, but let's go down into the town a bit. Maybe we can find something down here. Very large beach, so you never know what you might find. Maybe over here. There's different corals, I know, in these areas. I don't see a coral here, but one of those corals might actually be what I'm looking for, so... As you can see, there's another masked guy over there, too. It may actually be a girl as well. So here's a coral, but this is not the right shape, unfortunately. So it's not that. Incidentally, we do already have a coral that we're using on our character. We'll try this room over here. And I do see kind of like a fishing line we can pull up here. I believe I've already collected this. I believe this was actually a shoe. Yeah, there's nothing in that net there. There's no net to collect over here. And unfortunately, it turns very clunky as we're churning as well, so I think I've already been in this room. Yeah, that's the room that had the coral. So we're gonna try that mask over there now. Let's take this one off, put it here. Try this mask. Hi again. That's the other me. And if nothing else, you're getting to see some of the pretty cool landscape as we go. Now there's this really pretty kelp all over the ground, which you can see. There's a piece of it right there, actually. But unfortunately, the kelp is not in the shape that we're looking for. So that's not it. But, you know, as we look, maybe we'll find something that is in the right shape. So we're going to look on this beach for a little while and just see if we can find something that matches the design that we're looking for. This is what a lot of the game is exploring these environments, learning more of the story of Prospero, the Maskmaker, and you're potentially his apprentice. At least he calls you that throughout the game. And there are other mask makers, I'm assuming, or other people at least, that are talking to you through the statues that have the glowing eyes. So, that's at least what I've seen thus far. We're going to go over here, because I don't remember if I explored this section very closely. We're going to look to see if we can find something else that we can use. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything on this beach either. I was hoping we could find that missing plant here. So let's go one more back. Now in this area, there isn't a whole lot that we can do. I found a pearl in here, in one of these oysters. Can't teleport up there, so I'm gonna go this way. And I see an area over here with another statue. It's one I've already activated. But I don't see anything even close to that flower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give up on the red section. I'm going to go back to the yellow section. And again, what we're looking for is a flower that looks kind of like that, or like that. And you would think that would potentially be in a swamp, so we've been to the swamp. That's where all of this other stuff came from. We're going to go ahead and go back here to this area. And we're going to look around. Maybe there's something we missed along the way. And in a way, I just said the word missed, meaning overlooking. But as you can see, there's Myst here, and this game kind of reminds me a bit of Myst, which is a fantastic game that was remade recently for virtual reality. We're just going to look in a couple of places to see if we can find that flower. And then what I might do is move on to the blue area. But for right now, I'm just trying to explore a bit and see if we can find something growing in this area. We might be able to steal here. This is just an empty room, it looks like. I don't see anything potentially usable here. Can we teleport? No, can't teleport over there either. So let's see. If we go to the statue here, the statue has some things, but not what we're looking for right now. So I think we're going to give up and go to the blue area. If nothing else, you'll get to see the blue area. Now this one, there's some goat fur here that we need. So I don't think we're at a point where we can do the goat fur piece. This is an area that overlooks a giant town here. As you can see, there's a guy positioned down there between a bunch of bridges. That's where the sheep or goats are. You can see one over there in the corner. That's a puzzle I have not yet solved. But if we look around here, for example, there's these plants here that have the little furry things on them. They don't look exactly the same, though, as the plant that we're looking for. So we want a different plant than these ones that have these little beads on them. So something a little bit different than those. Same type of wildlife, though. This one here has 6 buds. That's the one I was looking for earlier, but I already have this ingredient, so it doesn't recognize it as a new ingredient. It doesn't acknowledge that I need it. As you can see in this cold area, I've got mittens. I think that's a huge immersion boost. It's pretty silly how little things like that add to the character and add to the fun of the game. Again, it's kind of a silly little thing, but it's cool. I really like it. So we're going to go up this way. There's a path up here. I don't know that if I've explored thoroughly. So if I look up here, maybe we'll find the missing ingredient. No, what we found is the next gateway to another tower. And as you can see, this tower has kites. There's some birds flying over there. And that mask is one that we don't have the parts for just yet. So it's not something that we have the ability to build as of right now. So this town is not where we're going to find what we're looking for. Well, that mask again is one that we need the fur for. And I think what we need to do is figure out how to draw that sheep out so that it will come over here. I'm not a very good shepherd. Is there anything, maybe these leaves? No. That's not an ingredient I can use. What I'm hoping is we can get this ingredient somewhere in this area. Let's see here. Hello, Mr. Sheep. Should I push you? Like, how do I get you to... Ah, that's not going to work. So one of the things that happens when you change the bridges here, you'll notice as I go, the bridges themselves are up and down. So we're gonna go this way and we're gonna go over to that side over there. You'll see another sheep with horns up there actually. Get more massive, if you will. Again, what I'm looking for is, you'll see that bridge raises as this bridge lowers. So this one, there was something over here. I can hear them all mooing. I can't go up there though to see it, so. Now I'll take that one, lower it. And as you can see, there's more bridges over here. I'm just gonna go over in this area, see if there's a way up that side, because there's another tree there that I'm not familiar with. There's another one up there too, but those just have those leaves on them. They don't have what we're looking for, I don't think. Now you can shear these sheep. I noticed that. Ah, there's a bell here. Let's ring the bell.
Oh, come to see Daddy, little Billy.
So here comes the goat. Across the bridge trail that we've created for it. Now there are bridges that get it all the way over here. Now this little goat guy needs to be sheared. I believe we need to turn this wheel to do that.
So, the little creature wants to go in the shearing house. Oh, I always thought it was such a cruel business. What? No. What's happening? Maybe this is not the shearing house, but the slaughterhouse.
I don't think that's the case.
God, what did you do, apprentice?
I put it in the shearing house. I'm 100% certain of that. And there is the ingredient that we need.
There.
Some Billy Gruff hair.
Freshly shorn and feeling the air.
And there he is,
Go
freshly
then, find
shorn.
your parents, little Billy Gruff. You have served your king well.
Cool.
It
The Billy
seems in
Gruff.
some cases a little haircut is no bad thing.
So there's a mountain path here. What I'm wondering is if this leads somewhere else that's usable. Maybe there's some trees or something up here we can use. Doesn't look like it, just a broken tower of some form here. And of course, another masked character over there. May have already gotten that mask, so let's take this mask off and go back here. And indeed, that is the next one that we have here. So we can
Once
make
these
this
shepherds
mask
would
now.
sing from mountain top to mountain top. See the decorations on its mask? It must have had the finest, clearest voice.
So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use that mask piece because we've already... And as you can see, you can make purple and you can make other colors that are not currently clear to us. So I don't know what I just did. There's the mask design that we're working on. So I need this. I need this piece. Whoops. This piece to, I guess it goes there. Then I need green fur and some leaves. So take this. We're gonna make the yellow, make it green. And that goes on top here, like that. Then we've got 2 white furs. Those across the bottom here. Those are under the ears. So take bottom of the ear. And then we've got 4 feathers, 2 green and 2 yellow. So where are the feathers? There's a feather. That's a green feather.
You are in the service of the mask. The riddle is to know what the mask expects from you at the moment you wear it.
And then what we're going to do is the yellow. And then there's 2 of these as well. We'll leave these go here. And here. And yes, now we have a new mask. And with this
There
mask...
was a burial place for the Billy Gruffs here. These animals were highly beloved.
Alright, so we see another one of those statues here. So we're going to go to the statue first here.
Honor my posture, know thyself.
There we go. And does he have anything in these pots? No, nothing I can use in the pots here. There is a way up this way. I thought I saw... Yeah, I think that's the horns we need. On the ground there.
Billy Gruff horns, the last component we'll need. These old ones were used for strange rituals that are, thankfully, long past.
So that Billy Gruff horn we need, but I never found the ingredient for the yellow mask that we were working on. I'm just gonna go up this way just to be safe, just to make sure there's nothing else over here. And then we'll go work on the other mask that we have, the other blue mask. Yeah, there's nothing over here. So let's take this mask off. And now we've got this very elaborate one to work on next. We'll just set that there for right now. This is going to be blue. Whoops. Now we're just making all kinds of a mess here. So the mask itself is blue. Then we've got 4 Billy Gruff horns. We've got 2 green. So we'll take 1 green. And I think this actually needs a piece of wood for it. But for now, we'll just put it here. I feel like there's a piece of blue wood missing right now. But let's make another green horn, because we'll take those parts off, put them on in a few minutes. So now we need that wood. Whoops, wood block. We'll make it blue. We're going to pull this out. We're going to release the mask. Because unfortunately, we're not at a point where we can use that one. We can, however, use this one. And I want to make sure... There, that's more like it. It's more like it over here. We're going to take this one off for right now.
A mask always asks more questions than it answers.
And then we'll take another blue block right here. Put it under this horn. And then we need 2 yellow horns. So we'll take this. We will make it yellow. That can go right here. And then we'll take the other yellow horn and we will make it right here. And then we've got 2 of these that are also yellow. Go under the ears.
The mask is an imprint of the mind, of the emotions. Wear it, and it disguises you.
And then we've got
truth.
2 green furs. So we're going to need blue to make it green. And those are going to come out of its beard, essentially. What are we missing? Ah, yes, a shell. Right at the top here. And now we've got yet another blue mask. So with this blue mask, we're going to go back over here. We're going to hang this here for safekeeping.
That blasted tower.
And here's a
When I
tower.
first came to this realm, there was a power here already. Old and frightened, it clung to the past. It clung to its power and refused
And now we've
to share.
opened
Aye.
a
Good. The tower allows you
tower
in.
door, which is something I haven't done yet.
Apprentice, once in there, I cannot follow. Ascend the tower for me, find the fragment of the Master's mask, and ignore everything else. Got it?
Sure, I'm going to ignore
so you're
everything
here
else.
at last. You seem to be fitting yourself to the role of apprentice. Ask yourself, are you merely doing as he wants?
Probably.
Or are you becoming what he wants? Perhaps you do have some backbone in there, somewhere. What I have to show you is not easy, apprentice, but I will not lie to you. This place is the greatest test in the realm. Because
Oh, that's
here,
not good.
you must know thyself, or risk disappearing behind the mask. There,
Oh, I see, they're different
you will no
masks.
longer need to return to the workshop to choose a new mask. You can now change mask on the spot.
That's
Take
cool.
our mask and try borrowing into these 2 guardians to discover what you can do.
So I am this guardian. I'm going to move him over here. I'm going to assume
Good.
I need to be on
Now borrow into the other.
2 different ones, and then we'll be the green guardian here now. Go on this side and do the same, I think. It's trippy to see 3 of me.
Good. Now, descend into the tower.
So now we're gonna switch back to our normal mask.
So, the king likes to talk, doesn't he? It can't be easy when you're inside one of his little wooden subjects. Silent and full of splinters. That's how the king likes his friends. Have no fear. They are nothing more than automata, wood animated by the magic of the realm. The king thought he had cut himself off completely, but they provided a backup. So I am Sir, Mask of the Mountains. Mine is the second secret law of Carnival. Know thyself, and fight against oblivion, lest
Cool.
you lose yourself in the masquerade. You met my siblings, but finally we meet. Finally we can talk of important matters. What did the king tell you about hers? Nothing, I expect. He has tried to hide every part of the story behind his masks.
That's true.
You must remember. Remember a story you heard long ago, in a distant place, a mask shop. Remember that you are not just a wooden dummy standing where he has put you. Remember, you are more than the mask. Now, get close to me and take off my mask, and you will discover the truth.
I wonder what the truth is.
So the master had his apprentice. The nameless boy grew up amid the paint pots and false faces of the mask shop. The boy learned fast, and he was gifted at the old techniques, tying feathers and mixing pigment and shaping wood. The master told the boy tales of the magical lands he had traveled through, searching for inspiration and components for his masks. Bright islands, deep forests, and high peaks. The boy dreamed of exploring these places for himself, discovering things the master had missed, and always his master promised, soon, when you are ready. The old master taught him the 3 secret laws of Carnival. The 3 laws which keep those who would create new faces from becoming lost in masquerade. Firstly, you must love thyself and deny vanity. Second, know thyself to escape oblivion. And third, be open and tolerant to defy isolation. But it seemed that for every wondrous story of the Maskmaker's craft, there was another rule the boy had to learn. Another rule that showed he was still not yet ready. The Maskmaker kept his secrets. He would not allow the boy to read his ancient blueprints, handed down from Maskmaker to Maskmaker. And the boy could never enter the master's secret workshop, where he created his finest masks. For it is dangerous to make new faces when you do not yet know your own. Frustrated with rules and riddles, the boy would run away pockets full, searching for what lay beneath his own mask.
Now you begin to see. The mask begins to slip. Now it is up to you. We 3 feeble ghosts are trapped in the shop, weak and fragmented, where we were first broken apart. Only in these 3 ancient towers can we enter the masked realm, where the king's power is the weakest, and speak to you as we once were. Reach the other 2 towers. Speak to my siblings. Learn the truth. And do not trust the king.
So now we know a bit more of the story. Can we go this way? Can we leave through this? No. Okay.
You
So I
can
seem
take
to-
off your mask to come back to the workshop
I
now.
see.
You're not a prisoner of the tower anymore. You have our trust.
I am curious who this person over here is, though. I can't get over there. Oh, Maybe I can. Maybe I can go past the statues that way.
You can take off your mask to come back to
Yeah,
the
I
workshop
could
now.
go back to the workshop, but I'm curious about the character in the hexagon over there. Wow, look at that drop too. It's
You
pretty,
can take off your mask to come back to the
pretty
workshop now.
far
You're not
leap
a
over
prisoner
there.
of the tower anymore. You have our trust.
Yes, yes, your trust. Blah blah blah. Who are you? That's what I'm curious about. So there you have it. That minus that ingredient there is a look at Maskmaker, available right now on Steam VR. I believe it may either already be available or coming soon to PlayStation VR as well. As you can see, this is some of the
A
map that I've
mask is
gotten
a
through so far.
performance, and it expects you to play along. You must know what your mask needs you to be.
So that's some of the area that I've been to. As you can see, there's the kites. This is the winter area that I was just in, and you can see some of the ingredients that we found there. And it looks like there's another map at the bottom here as well, and that's for the blue and potentially green area that I haven't unlocked yet. Now for the yellow area, we've got 4 masks, and the 5th here requires these little almost seaweed things that we don't have yet. It looks like that is something that we will find in the yellow area. So, oh, we found a part of one of those statues. Almost like the fragment that we were looking for. So, that yellow piece is indeed somewhere in the swamp. So we will find that. Not in the video, but at some future point. And there's another map here, which I'm assuming is going to be orange. And then in the red and purple area, we've not done purple, but we've got 5 red masks. And as you can see, we've already found all 4 of the ingredients in this area. So I didn't know that this map actually showed how many ingredients and which ones were missing. That is actually super helpful,
There
and
have
that
been
will
great
help me.
civilizations that rose without the wheel, but all cultures find ways to mask their members.
At any rate, this has been a ton of fun so far for me. In addition to unlocking those secrets, you can see there's another mask here with a bunch of feathers. There's books. In here was the spyglass that we used so that we can look at the other masked characters as off in the distance. The mask making tools are here, of course. And here's kind of a collection of fragments of memories of the master or yourself. I'm not sure yet. And it looks like there might be space for 4 on each of these shelves, so a total of 12 potentially there. I will be back with more content soon. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.
Being a mask maker is not about making masks for yourself, believe me, apprentice. But by making masks for others, you can find their truths, and perhaps catch a glimpse of some of your own.